Welcome to Bahari Bay Chat Room. This is the very first chat room that I've had, and this is Carrie McLean.
Hi.
And we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
And something that you live with in a day-to-day life, which is fibromyalgia.
My fibromyalgia.
I
That's
gotta
good.
start.
No,
We're
that's
gonna
good. Because a lot of people don't know how to say it. So
Fibromyalgia.
myalgia.
Myalgia.
Fibromyalgia. A lot of people just say fibro.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's such a long, weird name.
Yeah. It's something I hadn't ever heard of before. And when you rang for your massage and you mentioned it, I was like, oh, wow, I'm going to have to research and find out what, I can best serve you and give you the most relaxing.
Yeah.
So that was really interesting to look into that.
It is. It is very interesting.
And so, Carrie, in your store, which is online, it's all about good food, good health, good life, wellness for the whole family.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I started the business 2.5 years ago now. Because I have fibromyalgia, chemical sensitivities. I found that I needed certain products without certain chemicals. Without any harmful chemicals actually. And I'd be buying some from here, some from there, and I couldn't find just a one-stop shop. And I didn't want to be running around to all the different shops. So I researched, couldn't find anything, so I'm like, I'm going to start my own.
Fantastic.
Yeah, because I know I'm not the only one. So there's a lot of people out there with chemical sensitivities. Like I'd go shopping up, that cleaning aisle in the shopping centre.
Yeah.
I actually can't go there anymore. Well, I'll walk through it really quickly if I have to, because I normally get itchy eyes or a runny nose just in that aisle from the fumes.
Wow.
Because you can smell that.
Yeah.
And on a really bad day, I had to get a nosebleed, which is really embarrassing and horrible. But that's and that's not even on my skin yet,
Wow. So that's just walking up the aisle, not having the product on, like spraying it or anything like that. It's just walking up the aisle.
I know.
That's terrible, you poor thing.
I know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people.
Hard. It's very similar when kiddos at schools and things that can't go near teachers or other kids that have eaten or have had peanut butter and things like that.
And perfumes and those types of things. Yeah, totally.
Sure. So you have an instant reaction.
Yeah. And same with coriander, go figure.
Wow. Right. My brother doesn't like coriander.
Well, you can say that, you've met somebody now who's actually allergic to it. So that's really good. So, So I decided to create a store with, having the name All Organic Store. It was originally going to be only organic products.
Right.
However, there are a lot of good products out there that aren't organic. So I'm keeping the name because I love it. But I do specify that it's actually, every product is toxic free.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, it's nearly like the new wave, isn't it?
Yes.
Everybody is really starting to get in tune with their bodies and knowing what's good for them and not having chemicals or gluten and all all that sort of side of things as well. So do you have the gluten-free, all that sort of stuff as well?
I've got a very large gluten-free range.
Yeah.
I've also got a very large vegan-friendly range as well.
Oh, fantastic.
So, I'd like to cater to everybody.
Yeah.
The best I can.
Yeah.
And there are, at the moment I've got over probably 1,500 products now. And there's always more products that I keep finding, but I'm going to, introduce products bit by bit. Right. But, at least when you shop at All Organic Store, it's toxic free.
Yep.
You do obviously need to know your own allergies, like for coriander, that type of thing. But on a whole, they're pretty safe.
And it's easy, the way that you go through on the online, it's easy to go through, tick the box, it goes to your cart, that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yep. Fantastic. And delivery.
Delivered to your home.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Australia-wide.
Yeah. My daughter was diagnosed in year 2, so a very long time ago now, with lots of issues, food allergies. And it was a nightmare. And I know that it has come such a long way, but to go have a one-stop shop, that would be fantastic.
Absolutely.
So much easier.
Absolutely. And we've got some fantastic nut-free snacks for kids at school as well.
Oh, fantastic. Excellent.
Yes,
okay.
sorry. Okay.
No, I reckon it's excellent.
Yeah.
It's great. Okay, so can you explain what fibro means to you and how long you've suffered with this disease, or is it a syndrome, or?
People call it different things.
Yeah.
I call it a pain.
Yeah.
So I've had it, like, time is a blur for me. So I've had it ever since I can remember.
Okay.
It's basically, I don't have it as severe as other people. It can be quite crippling. And because it's not a visible thing, people can't tell.
Yeah.
So, it's mainly my arms and my legs. It's the muscles that really, like, if you press them, that type of thing. Like in high school, the pinch and punch first day of the month kind of thing killed me.
Oh, no.
But, you've got to be tough at school, and so you don't show your pain. So I did get used to the pain. I know that sounds weird, but...
Start to get used to living with the pain.
Yeah, you do get used to it because you think, I don't know what else to do. And since I've started on my journey with toxic free, basically, I'm finding magnesium is beautiful. I have a magnesium roll-on bottle actually in my purse.
So my family are very healthy, and they go to the gym a lot, and the boys do quite heavy workouts. They take magnesium at night for recovery, muscle recovery. So is that the same sort of thing?
That's the same thing. Right. So I've got amazing oils. Magnesium is one of the best oils, I think. So if you've got a spray, you've got magnesium bath flakes. There's a lot of different products. But I find this one because I get a lot of lower back pain as well. Yeah. And this is just a roll-on gel. Wow. So I don't even have to touch anything. Is there any
fragrance with it? Or?
No.
Oh, there isn't either.
No.
That's gorgeous.
So you can just, if I've got a pain in the neck. Actually, a friend of mine has migraines.
Yes.
So she has this on the bedside table and just does this in the morning.
Beautiful.
And if
so pulse points or
pulse, anywhere where you've got pain.
Fantastic.
And it's fantastic. So I mean, you could use the spray and rub it in.
Yeah.
But there's hard to reach places where you can't really rub. That's really good. So yeah.
Oh, and so that you found that has.
I
helped
found
heaps.
that's really helped a lot. There are days when I just want the strongest painkillers I can find to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But
just so you can block it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it is painful. There are days when I wouldn't be able to do a lot of lifting or manual work because my arms just don't have that strength. But yeah, it's
goodness me.
Yeah, go natural, get some.
So how have you adjusted to that? Because obviously you're running your business, you're a grown adult, you can't just sort of block things out. So how have you learnt to live with it? Like, what adjustments have you had to make in your life?
Yeah, you know what, eating, like I obviously you can see that I struggle with weight, but I've found that there are some products that you eat, like if I have a pity party one day and I just want to eat a pizza, I know that's really not good for me. So I suffer the consequences later. So I've mainly really watched what I eat.
So in your joints, in your joints, in your muscles, that sort of thing, you find that the foods that you eat sort of...
Yeah, some of them sort of make the pain worse for some reason.
No.
Yep.
When gluten, especially, I have a girlfriend who, if she eats something gluten in a couple of days, all her knee joints and muscles all sort of jam up a bit. And she goes, oh, that's from whatever I ate 2 days ago. Yeah. So it's definitely, it's internal, it's affecting your whole being.
It is.
Sure.
It really does. And, that's why, we're human and we need every now and then to, have a little bit of a pity party.
But you lie, you're real. You keep it real, right?
Exactly.
In our life, we can't just be perfect all the time. There is no such thing as perfect anyway.
Exactly.
So,
and I do my best to, really watch what I eat. I know when I'm just, on the basics, like back to basics, your meat and veg and fruit, those types of things. Like eliminate processed foods, sugar. Yeah. Sugar is a big one, and sugar is in everything.
Yeah, it is. It's hidden, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. And I've got a sweet tooth. I love it. But xylitol is a really good substitute. And it's healthy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a healthy sugar substitute. Yeah. So I have that on xylitol and stevia.
Okay.
I find xylitol is a bit better for me, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
When I did a little bit of research on this, they were saying that self-care, diet, that sort of thing, but the really the main thing that they prescribe for it is antidepressants. Have you been with doctors that have wanted to sort of put you that way, or have you have you had coaching? Have you looked at alternatives to sort of going down the pharmaceutical?
I would prefer not to be on antidepressants. However, I am.
Okay.
I've had depression since I was a child.
All right.
And I avoided antidepressants for 20 something years.
Yep.
I had a bit of a breakdown probably about 4 years ago.
How did that affect with the fibro as well?
I just didn't
Escalated?
I was in pain. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't.
It must be so tough living with constant pain.
Yes.
It would draw on you.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does. And there'd be times when I'm like, you know what, let's just end this. Like, I'm not going to. But, there are times when you just think, I've had enough. I don't want to play anymore.
Yeah.
And it's actually been, like, I'm a very curious person. So I'm thinking, how will this end? Because everything has to get better. If you're at rock bottom, you can only look up.
Yep.
It has to get better. So that curiosity has kept me going.
Good.
There are days when I just think, you know what, I'm writing off today. Today, I just can't cope. But
well, you're giving yourself that time to recover
exactly.
and to get your strength again to keep going.
Yeah.
That's really important that you listen to yourself in that way.
It is.
It is. You are.
Very important. Very important.
And who have you got on your team that helps you? Surely you've surrounded yourself with people that can help you move forward and get out of those days, get on to the next day.
Yeah, I have amazing friends. I have an amazing group of friends.
Terrific.
When I was homeless,
Yep.
I couch shop around. They supported me, and they really encouraged me to keep going.
You have the most incredible life story, I have to tell you.
I know,
You really do.
Oh, I'm going to write a book, The Girl That Never Quit.
Yes,
So
there you go.
refused to quit. So, I've been through stuff. I refuse to be a victim.
Yeah.
And when
That's
I was
the
younger,
energy you give off.
yeah,
That's why I think I was really drawn to you when we first met.
Yeah.
And it was just like, wow. And then you told me a bit of your story, and I was like, oh my goodness, this woman is incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, no, it's
Absolutely.
exciting. What gets me up every day now is the business. Basically, it's like, I'm going to make a difference to someone's life today.
Yeah.
If they've been buying my products for a long time, or if they're a new customer, I validate every single one of them. It's really important. And even printing out the orders, packing the orders, and everything like that, I really think about the person. Like, I may never meet them, I may not know their life story, but I just sort of have a little moment, I'm like, I wonder how they're doing today.
Yeah.
I hope they're all right. You know?
They would be doing much better now and buying your things.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's my questions to ask you and to sort of find out a little bit about you and
Thank you.
everything that you do. Like I said,
Yeah.
I think that you're an incredible person. And
Yeah.
I think that's great. And I would
fantastic.
love to give you a nice little massage in a minute. And
Yes, that's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that. Nice little soft, gentle little,
gentle fingers.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely.
Thanks, Carrie.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Cool.
bye.
Bye. I'm going to give you a hug.